Hello. I don't know if it's too late. I'm gonna talk about my favorite movies of 2024. I know it's already February, but I want to talk about it. I had my top 10 that I'm always almost moving the positions because I'm a very indecisive person. Before I start, I want to talk about some movies that didn't get a position in the top 10, but I absolutely love it. For example, Nosferatu, really dark, intense, bloody, and beautifully done movie. We had Terrifier 3 too. I love that indie movies are making a lot of money in the box office. After that, there was some movies that I really liked too in 2024. For example, Alien Romulus, Low Lives, In a Violent Nature, Abigail, Kinds of Kindness, Night Beach, Immaculate, Infested, Baby Girl, What's Inside are some of the movies that I really liked. I think 2024 was amazing for horror and for movies in general, but for horror, it was a really good here, actually. And I hope 2025 will be like that too. In number 10, Erratic. This one really surprised me in the cinema because I was thinking it was going to be a basic cat and mouse kind of movie, and the trailers didn't reveal that much about the movie, and I love this. I can't avoid trailers. It's too much for me. I'm too curious. I try to do that, but I can't, honestly. I can't. I love to watch trailers, especially in the theater, of course. Yeah, that's really annoying for me because there are a lot of trailers there that reveal too much. Anyway, I love this movie. Yes, I think it was really surprising movie in the cinemas. Sophie Thatcher is amazing. I really love that Erratic is a movie that put a lot of questions in the table, questions about power, about religion, about reality, about beliefs. Hugh Grant is the s- the highlight of this movie for sure. Is really creepy in this movie. In number 9, we have Strange Darling. I'm a little bit sad that I didn't watch this movie in a theater. It is a really crazy ride, full of twists. I think some are a little bit predictable in a way if you watch the trailers because they always promise that this is a movie with a lot of twists and that will surprise you. And I think sometimes it's better not say anything and surprise the people in the theater instead of teasing a lot in the trailers and in the marketing. I think that's really annoying, honestly. Number 8 is Longlegs. I really loved watch this movie in the theater. I think it was a unique experience. It was really creepy. I like how it's like, it feels like a supernatural Silent of the Lambs, basically. I love how freaky is the imagery. They create a lot of empty space to create tension. I think Mike and Monroe is really amazing in this movie, and Nicolas Cage is in his scariest version ever, in my opinion. Really creepy, really bizarre. But if you want to know more about my opinion on this movie, I already have a video about Longlegs. It's spoiler free. I will link it here in the description. My number 7 is Joker Folie à Dieu. Honestly, I don't understand why people didn't like that movie because I really enjoyed the movie and I think it have a point because people are saying that it's pointless. I really like the movie. I think it is beautifully filmed, and I hope it becomes a cult classic in the future. Joaquin Phoenix is really good in this movie, as in the first one, of course. Of course, I think the first one is the better movie, but I really like this movie, and I think Lady Gaga is good. She's good in this movie. If you want to know more about my opinion, I already have a video on Joker Folie à Dieu that you can watch to know more about my opinion on the movie. In number 6, we have Blink Twice. This is the directional debut of Zoe Kravitz. She really killed it It's amazing. It's funny. It's a little bit creepy. The casting is amazing. I love Naomi Aki in this movie, honestly. I want to watch more of her. It's a movie with so many layers that talks about power dynamics, female relationships, and abuse that patriarchy do on women that unfortunately is very similar with reality. I think it's a fun movie that at the same time that is tense, it makes you laugh. So in number five, it's Anora. I watched this movie alone in cinema. I don't know why I said I watched this movie alone in the cinema, but okay. I already knew that Mickey Madison was talented because I saw her in Scream. Here in Anora, she's completely amazing. I love the movie. I love the character. I love that it's a story that felt very real to me with comedy and drama perfectly balanced. It was one of the best movies that I watched in 2024. After that, A Quiet Place Day one. This one touched me. I watched myself in a main character a lot. For me, as a people with a chronic disease, I have diabetes. I felt in my skin what could be like to live in an apocalyptic situation like the main character of this movie. It was a really touching movie for me. It's a little bit scary, of course. You have the creatures, but that's not the most scary part of that movie. Honestly, all the theme about her disease and protecting her cat, and I love cats too, and I'm really far from my cat now. When I watched the movie, no, but anyway, it was really touchy to me. It seems like a movie made for me to cry, honestly. If you want to know more about my opinion on that movie, I did a double feature review with two movies, A Quiet Place Day 1 and Pig. They are from the same director. So if you want to watch that video, I will link it in the description. I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I cried. So now we go to our top three movies of the year. I think this will not be a surprise. So starting with number three, we have Your Monster with Melissa Barrera. I think it's a really fun horror romantic movie that talks about inner rage and fall in love with it. And I think it's the best performance from Melissa Barrera, honestly. I think she absolutely gave everything to this character. It's a light movie with a little bit of blood, and it's funny and it's interesting. And honestly, I never thought that I would enjoy so much a romantic movie because that's not my kind of movie at all. In number two, Smile 2, the best experience I had in a theater. It was so funny, it was so creepy. They subverted the expectations of the public in such a effective, amazing way. The level of anxiety that I felt in the theater was insane. Parker Finn knows how to subvert audience expectations in such an effective and good way. I never thought that a sequel could be better than the original, in my opinion. It's so funny to explore this idea of a pop star that is cursed by this evil entity. Besides her being a pop star, she, she's such a lonely person. It was really refreshing, in my opinion, and Naomi Scott, she killed it. She killed it completely. She gave us such a complex, exciting character. I love Sky Riley. I love her. I like the main character of the first movie, but I think this one is so interesting. Yes, it was super funny to watch this movie in the theater. I loved every single second of it. It's stunning, it's creepy, it's crazy, completely crazy. So after that end, I don't know what they will do because it was an insane way to finish the second movie. So I'm really curious to see what they will do in the third movie. In number one, of course, it's The Substance. I think it's on the top of many people because it's the best movie I watched in 2024. It's such an original and amazing concept that felt so real in the themes that is talking, but in a very sci-fi way, which is really amazing. And I think we can see how Coralie Fajon, sorry if I say her name wrong, but we can see how Coralie is a director that is really inspired by a lot of other movies and that she really loves to do this. It's insane. It's insane. The themes that this movie talks, about the fear of being forgotten, about the fear to not be loved, about the fear to be ugly, lonely, a very meta theme because Hollywood is always living by the image of a young woman. I think it's so meta and so insane that this movie talks about how society and about Hollywood looks at older people. And Demi, she's stunning in this movie. Demi and Margaret, they killed it. Amazing performances. And I would love to watch this movie for the first time again in a theater because it was really insane. Actually, I have moved to Ireland recently, and The Substance was the first movie I watched in a theater in Ireland. So it's a special memory for me too. It's a special memory for all the reasons because it was such a wild experience to watch this movie in the theater, and it was the first movie I watched in a theater. No, it's not the first movie I watched in a theater in Ireland because I went on holiday a few years ago and I watched Halloween Ends. But yes, this is my top 10. I hope you enjoy it. I'm hoping to bring more content soon. Actually, if you want to go to my Instagram, I talked there about uh my physical media collection. I'm starting one. I did a video on Reels in Instagram with the DVDs I have now, but of course I will buy more. And in the future, I will do a video updating about my physical media collection. I'm really beginning. I have 10 or 11 DVDs. It's not a lot, but I want to keep building this collection that one day will be big, huge, I hope. And see you the next time. Thank you.